All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. It's really weird. I had a issue with Hangouts where it just all of a sudden just crashed on me. That typically does not happen with Google Hangouts. So not sure what's going on, but I'm here. I'm live, and didn't think I'd do another Brap rant so soon, but got another juicy leak. I mean, geez, we're only 4 days into the new year, and here we are with another big leak. This time with Microsoft and some of their um, some of their exclusive content or potentially exclusive games that might be coming out this year. So or be announced this year. So um, what's up, All Day Digital? You are waiting. Yes, we are live now. We are live. All right. So I think by now a lot of people have probably read or heard about this particular rumor. Um, there's a forum user, somebody who's part of Reset Era. If you're not familiar with Reset Era, Reset Era is actually pretty much the forum that was spawned out of the debacle of NeoGAF and everything that went down with the founder and creator of NeoGAF and that whole situation. So, much better place than NeoGAF. I am one of the individuals that subscribes there, and I do post on occasion, but not quite frequently. I wouldn't say I'm there quite a lot, but on occasion I do um, post things. But um, so Clobril, who's as I mentioned, one of the um, members there at Reset Era, and he's actually leaked some information before that he was pretty spot on about. You can actually Google him. Yeah, he was spot on about some things previously. I think last year or year or 2 years ago. I don't remember, but it was in regards to one of Microsoft's E3. Um, so what happened was somehow he has access to backdooring Microsoft's Xbox Live API SDK somehow. Who knows how he does it, but he does it. And um, he initially quoted, and this is what he initially said. Oh wow, was awake the whole night for this. I see access to some login entry database tables via the Xbox Live API or API SDK still possible. That's insane. CFDs and Crackdown 3 arena betas have a lot of entries. Suggest these are coming soon. There's so much more, but I don't want to risk myself. Totally understandable. But so here he is. He initially is kind of you know reluctant to go any further, but then he gets a little tricky. He gets a little tricky with his wording here and poses things in a question in regards to things that he wants to see. But you can read between the lines and get an idea of what he is alluding to. And if these things are true, and I do think some of these announcements are true. There's been rumblings about Mech Assault for I think at least I've heard for the past year. Um, we've heard this Fable. We've heard the Fable rumor and with Playground Studios. Playground's kind of working on an RPG. People have speculated that perhaps that is Fable, and that rumor kind of um, came about again last week. So here he is. He says, "I would love to revisit Albion." I mean, look, I think a lot of us would. I know I would. I was really disappointed. I wasn't a fan of the direction they were taking Fable. Um, kind of a games of services type of format for the franchise. Clearly steering in a different direction. Um, but it sounds like it's going back to its roots. Sounds like it could be more of an open world RPG, maybe in the same vein, along the lines of maybe like a Witcher 3, or an Assassin's Creed Origin, something to that effect. So he says, I would love to revisit Albion. Project name could be Wisdom, and UK Studio should do it. So there was rumors about Studio Gobo, but working on maybe Fable, but again, I believe it's this is actually Playground is their headquartered in the UK. So he said, I would love to play around with Miss Dark again. The Coalition should definitely help if it's a third person game. I mean, not them alone, obviously. So this is a reference to Rare and Perfect Dark. and we haven't seen anything of Perfect Dark since really the launch of the 360. And look, I have been very critical of Microsoft's use of Rare more recently. I really feel, and I haven't played Sea of Thieves. I've heard mixed things about the alpha from people that have actually played it. But I've been one of those fans that has been really disappointed with the way Microsoft has used Rare or lack thereof. I mean, if you look at what they did on the 360 with Viva Pinata, with Banjo Kazooie, with Perfect Dark Zero. I mean, they were firing at all cylinders, and this is why Microsoft bought Rare to bring these kind of experiences to exclusive to the Xbox platform, kind of bolster the library of the Xbox 360 at the time. They did that, and then Microsoft decides to use Rare for projects for the Kinect, which, by the way, rest in peace, Kinect. Microsoft has officially ceased manufacturing of the Kinect. Microsoft, I just want to say thank you for that brick that you gave me. Look, I was a proponent of the Kinect. I believed in it early on, and then it let me down big time. So, um, yeah, that's all I got to say about the Kinect. So, possibly announcement of Perfect Dark, a new Perfect Dark. Um, he also says I would love to also play the Crackdown 3 campaign in 4-player co-op. I would love to play Forza with the Rising Sun on the horizon. That is a reference to Forza Horizon being set in Japan. I know that people have talked about and even tweeted Phil, why not have the next Forza Horizon in Japan or China, or I think Brazil is another one that I've seen. But it looks like from what he's saying, the next Forza Horizon is going to be potentially in Japan, which would be pretty cool, I think. I would love to play another Age of Empires 4 soon, but it's probably super early. Yeah, Microsoft did mention it, something Age of Empires related. I think at last E3, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't know, and I'm not sure if it's going to be um, exclusive to the PC when it comes out, or if it's going to be on the Xbox as well. Age of Empires, one of my favorite RTSs of all time. I was hooked for years on Age of Empires. But could make its way to the Xbox. We are we are going to get a keyboard and mouse supporter functionality with the Xbox. So that's coming soon. So that may make sense to have that game or see that game come up to the Xbox platform. So he also says, I would love to have a really high player count. And this is interesting because I've heard this rumor recently. I would love to have a really high player count, connections per session for Xbox's biggest franchise. Now, I think we can all guess what specific franchise he's talking about. No, folks, he isn't referring um, to Gears of War. He's referring to Halo, and potentially, we talk. He's mentioning a high player count. That goes into a rumor that I recently heard about. Maybe Microsoft looking at a battle arena type mode, a la PUBG. Would kind of be interesting, I think. Having Spartans run around and kill each other and pick up weapons and loot and stuff. Oh, that maybe that could work. I don't know. There are rumors out there of other publishers and other developers potentially implementing a battle royal type feature because it's just hot right now in gaming. Um, I've heard rumors of Ghost Recon Wildlands probably having some type of battle arena mode patched into that game. Yeah, so I don't know if it's necessarily in the case of Halo Battle Royale, or if it's something on a much grander scale to Warzone, where you have maybe a higher player count like you do with Battlefield. So I guess we'll have to see how that pans out, but that could be interesting. That would certainly add a nice twist to what is a otherwise a strong offering of multiplayer goodness on on the Halo franchise. Halo 5, why I was very down on the story, didn't think it was done well. Its strong point was the multiplayer piece of that game. So although 343, um, please work on that game. Please work on the story mode. We'll probably. I know that Microsoft has said that we won't hear anything Halo related for quite some time, but I think historically they've Halo games have been on 3-year cycle. So we're coming up to that 3-year mark this year. So we'll see what happens. Let's see what else. And I think I'm sure Phil likes mech. So that is a direct reference to Mech Assault. Mech Assault is one of my favorite online games. One of the first. If you were an Xbox Live beta tester when you got your hands on Mech Assault, you were like, yes. And like many of us, I shouldn't say many because I don't know how many people were actually in Xbox Live clans, but I was actually in an Xbox Live clan in anticipation for Xbox Live and did game competitively um, with my clanmates versus other clans. There were websites that we would go to at the time to enter ladder tournaments, and we play anything from Mech Assault, Rainbow Six, Castle Wolfenstein, geez, Splinter Cell. There's Halo 2. Um, yeah, so there's just a lot of different games that we used to play competitively early on in the early days of Xbox Live. So Mech Assault was one of those games that we just loved. It was such a fun game. I mean, destroying cities and the big mechs, and the mechs had different attributes. Um, Fun game, and it's I know it's one that I've tweeted to Phil and say, hey, if you're gonna bring any game back, bring Mech Assault because it's a lot of fun. I doubt I get anything for Conquer, Banjo, or Crimson Skies in the foreseeable future. So that was the last thing you said. So interesting here. A lot of interesting leaks here potentially for um, exclusive content. Now, um, I'm excited. I'm really excited by Fable and the possibility of Perfect Dark. Microsoft, please start using Rare correctly. Let's stop. And I'm not saying Sea of Thieves is a bad game. I've never played it. I've heard mixed things about it. But it's fine if you want them to work on an open world games as a service type game. But look, let's put out some variety here. Let's have them. The talent is there. Let's have them reach back into their chest of great games and franchises that they've worked on in the past. Perfect Dark being one of them. And let's get it out there. Let's get it out there. Let's get the fans what they want. Forza Horizon, Japan. I'm not whatever. I'm not really a big Forza Horizon fan. Um, Age of Empires, I'm hyped about, and then Mech Assault. So, um, just if they were to announce um, Fable and Mech Assault and a new Perfect Dark, that would be just huge for me. That would make me say thank you, Microsoft. Finally, you're listening to the fans. Give us some new exclusives. Give us some things outside of Halo and Gears. Although these are all franchises that they've released before, these aren't the franchises they've consistently gone back to the well to market to gamers to release. So I'm excited by this. Just seeing Mech Assault and Fable, and God, what a great way for what a great story it would be to see Fable from being canceled to completely being revamped and coming back and coming back in a way that many fans want to enjoy and experience this game. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Hopefully these things come to fruition, but we'll see. Again, these are rumors, but this individual has leaked some information correctly previously. If you Google it, you can find some of the things that he's leaked in the past. So, anyways, that's kind of my quick rant for the day. This was going to be a fast one because I think this is. I think most of you would agree with me that this is pretty exciting if this news is true, especially if you're a diehard Xbox fan. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Microsoft announces at E3. This gets me even more excited for the possibilities. So, everyone, the live chat, thank you for coming by, saying hello. I didn't get to interact as I normally do, but just want to give you guys a big shout out again. See some of the usual suspects in the live chat. Definitely appreciate the dude 79. What's going on, man? Definitely, the dude's a great guy. He is one of the co-hosts of Short Paul's Gaming. Definitely check those folks out. Great gaming podcast. Guys are knowledgeable, passionate about gaming, so definitely check out Short Paul's. But on that note, everyone, if you please leave your comments in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this new rumor or this latest leak on some of the potential Xbox exclusive games announcements that could be coming up at E3 this year. Definitely would love to see or read your opinions and your thoughts on this. So on that note, everyone, I'm out. There could be another rant. You never know. If we keep getting news like this, and it's hot, it's got a lot of sizzle to it, I'll probably do another rant. I'll probably do another one. And by the way, rest in peace, Connect. You had a nice run, but your time has come. So deuces. On that note, everyone, remember, hit that like button, subscribe as well, and I will see you guys next time, possibly soon if there's another big juicy story that drops. Anyhow, everyone, enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Don't forget to check out Loot Chest Radio if you haven't done so already. Great podcast. All Day Digital is in the live chat, is actually one of the co-hosts, so make sure you check that out. All right, everyone. Thanks for stopping by the live chat. See you next time. Peace.